We are live. Good afternoon from Ireland and good morning from Loot Byron Smith. Hello, Loot. How are you doing?
I'm doing absolutely wonderful, and I'm very grateful, and I appreciate you reaching out to me and bring me on your segment,
Of
your platform,
course.
as always.
Of course, we have to stick together. So I'd like to introduce you to everybody. We're going to share out in just a moment, but I'll introduce you. We'll share out and then I'll reintroduce you again. So everybody,
Right.
welcome to Spiritual Conversations on the Couch with Allie O'Shea. And today my very special guest is Loot Byron Smith, an incredible musician, woohoo, and also a self-empowered music artist, life coach, inspirational speaker, and podcast host from Lima, Ohio. And you're currently
Right.
residing in California, Lute. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Allie. It's always such a pleasure speaking with you, and just my life is enhanced because of your presence. I always see you doing your lives. I might not always tap in, but just to know that I'm connected with you, and it's amazing. You have such a presence about yourself, and I'm very grateful to have connected with you. How long have I known you now? Or
Oh gosh, it must be about 4 years, 3 years.
about 4 years. And that's so amazing because I'm in the US, and you're in Ireland, and it's just, I consider you a friend, a
Yeah,
really good friend.
exactly.
And I
Yeah.
feel comfortable talking to you the way we talk to each other. Sometimes it's like, some brother and sister or something like that, or somebody, that
Yeah.
definitely long known someone for a while. So
That's
I
the
think
thing I
that's
think,
amazing.
Luke, though, with soul connections. Like you always feel
Right.
like you've known each other for years and years and years. And it's just so great, isn't it? That, we
Right.
can be so comfortable with each other. Like we've never met in person. You never came to visit me in Vegas.
Yes. You know what? But everything will happen at the right time. I think we will meet.
Oh, definitely. I'm planning on
Yes.
coming back. I'm planning on coming back for sure. So you're not getting out of it this time.
Right. No,
Okay,
absolutely.
let me just share this out. Is there people on here? Dorota is on here, and Scott, Christian Cadillo, and other people. Say hello to Loot, everybody. I'm just going to share this out very quickly. And I'm just so honored to have Loot here. It's wonderful. Okay, it's not, Facebook is acting up,
It's mutual.
everybody. So if everybody else could share it out, that would be great, because it's not allowing me to. So we might have to do it afterwards. But like you said, everything happens at the right time. We've got the divine timing thing going on in the universe, Loot. Um,
Right.
so I always believe that people who are meant to see videos will see them, whether it's on the replay or whether it's at the time.
Absolutely. I believe the same thing. Everything. I always say that even upon awakening, I say everything is unfolding perfectly, and um, basically everything leads to my benefit. So no matter what happens, it's all for my higher cause, or for myself and everyone that I encounter. I always say that.
Yeah,
And then
exactly.
I express gratitude for, I always say thank you when I wake up. I say thank you for the good news I'm receiving today. I always say that. So
Beautiful. I love that.
yes, and I got that from Rhonda Byrne, from her book
The
The
secret.
Magic.
Oh, the magic.
The Magic.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, she has a few.
Yeah.
I can't name them all, but she has a few segments.
She does.
That's
Yeah.
yeah.
I
I
can't
think
remember what they're called. I have about three of her
yeah.
books as well, but you
Yes.
know, that was when I started getting into the law of attraction at the very beginning. So we're going back quite a while.
Right. Yeah. That
So
was one of the first books I've read too. That and Think and Grow Rich,
yeah,
and The Secret were two of the first books along those lines that I read. Yeah.
amazing, amazing. So Scott Leosie's here, Donna Chad Wood. Hello, Christian has shared. Thank you. Your beautiful wife, Karina, is here. Hi, Karina. How are you?
Oh, she's here.
She is. She said, "Good morning,
Hello,
peace, love,
Karina.
and
How are you?
abundance."
It seems like such a long time since I saw you.
Well, Luch, you're looking pretty good for 8:30 in the morning. How are you keeping yourself so well during these times?
um, just, you know, basically eating good and exercising every day. I exercise every day pretty much. So
Good for you. Do you
and
go
just
to
positive
a
thinking
gym?
and
Do you go to a gym, or do you exercise at home? Or
no, actually, when I exercise, well, yeah, I do exercise at home. I exercise at home every other day. So, but I actually exercise at work as well. We have some flights of stairs that I run up
oh, really?
several times a day. So I
Really?
run up those stairs. My regimen is okay, it's 6 flights of stairs, right? Because it's yeah, 6 flights of stairs that I run up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I do that right now. I'm doing it 3 times,
Wow.
3 times a day.
Yeah.
So those 6 flights, I run up the 6 flights, come down 1. I run up the 6 flights again, come down 2. 6 flights again, 3. And then later, I do it 3 more times, and later 3 more times. And at the bottom, I'm doing push-ups and sit-ups and a few other different things. But I'm doing that because we have a gym where I work, but it's closed due to COVID. They won't open it
Okay.
up. So
Yeah.
I'm just making up my own
Little
cardio
routine.
and
Yeah.
yeah, trying to incorporate, health and fitness in my life, because
Oh,
everybody can't be in naturally great shape like you, without doing
I was
anything.
just going to tell you a little secret. I had to climb 5 flights of stairs the other day, and I had to stop at each level.
Well, you wear it well and cover it well because you look like that you're in amazing shape. You're
No,
slim and
unfortunately, I was this time last year, or no, not last year. Yeah, this time last year, I was in a lot better shape. But due to COVID, I've been naughty. I haven't been as good as I should. This week, I've been really good. I do that though, and then something will trigger me. But I do try to be good. I do try to be aware of what I put into my body, and I do try to eat healthily most of the time.
yeah,
But I think, it's been a struggle for a lot of people, I have to say. We're not going down the negative route, but it has been a struggle we've had like seriously 14 months of lockdown
wow,
here in Ireland with about
wow.
6 weeks reprieve. So that's been very, very difficult. I know you've had lockdown in America, but
I
from
can
what I've
imagine.
heard, it's different. Your shops have been open, you've been able to buy clothes. If we went into our
Yeah.
supermarkets here and they have a clothes section, the clothes section will be closed off because it's
Right.
regarded as non-essential.
Wow,
So
yeah, we have some restrictions that fluctuate here. And there's some other states within the US that are more lenient than we are,
yeah,
and other areas within California that are more lenient than this area that I am in. So yeah, we've dealt with we've been dealing with some adversities as well, but yeah, I can imagine
yeah,
what you're going through. And what you said about the letting go, being not as aware as far as the eating and things like that. Yeah, I think it's a balance. So don't be too hard on yourself because I did the same thing. I just recently lost like 10 pounds
yeah,
because I just finally got a grip on it. But yeah, due to COVID, you don't really go anywhere. Your entertainment is really sitting at home eating, and planning meals and things like
yeah,
that. And
yeah, yeah.
all with the gyms being closed and things like that. I mean,
As you
you
said,
can go out.
though, as you said, I think it's about that awareness, isn't it? Suddenly realizing, okay, this can't continue.
Right.
If you're kind of spiraling a little bit or anything like that, you've really got to take yourself back and check and start to bring back that willpower on board. So fair play to you for doing all those exercises at work. That I really
Right.
admire you
I'm
for
I'm
that.
in that zone right now and I'm capitalizing it while I feel it and then trying to affirm it so that I can stay in that because
Yeah,
a month ago I wasn't feeling the same way.
yeah,
didn't feel like doing it at all.
Yeah.
And I was eating, you know, all my favorite junk. So it is
Look, we
what it
have to
is.
have a little of something every
A
now and
balance,
again.
like I said, a balance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, well, you look
Can't be
amazing
one
anyway.
way. Can't be one way all the time.
No.
I mean, some people, maybe they can, but
Yeah.
me, I found that, you know, sometimes I go through a stage where I can say, okay, well, I'm going to cheat a little bit and I'm going to
Yeah.
do this for a little bit. And I, you know,
Yeah.
and you just, but the good thing is you have that voice in your head, and you, that eventually taps you and says, okay, enough fun now. Time to get to work.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Shirley's watching. Hi, Shirley. How you doing? Welcome. So, Luz,
Shirley.
I'd like to say to you, I mean, as we said, we've known each other 3 or 4 years. We worked together in the Consciousness Creators about 3 years
Right.
ago now, and or 2
We got a
years
song
then.
together. We got a
We have
song
a
together.
song together, thanks to you.
A very powerful song that every time I play it, people love that song.
Yeah.
They say they resonate with it. It makes them feel so, makes them feel spirit, even though we already are spiritual beings, but you know what I mean? It makes them, it takes them, it puts them in tune with spirit, with their spirit.
Yes, I have to say it is, I'm biased. It is one of my favorite songs of yours, but I do love Butterfly as well.
Right. Transformational Butterfly.
That's it. Yeah, I love that one. I don't know whether it's because of the connection that when we started the Consciousness Creators, you allowed us to use that for one of the introductions. And I suppose maybe I have an emotional connection to it. I don't know what it is, but I love that song as well. So you give the most amazing, incredible, inspirational, positive, and uplifting messages through your music. Now, I know you read a lot of spiritual books. You're very into spirituality. It wasn't always the case. You used to write different music, but where and who do you find your inspiration from on a daily basis?
Now, see, that's a good question. And that right there, we can go on and on, but I get my inspiration for, you know, I consider myself a person that is now aware. So I look for, you know, I'm consciously looking for inspiration everywhere, even through adversities I go through. But to make a long answer short, people like you know, whatever I see happen to pop up, I on my feed or whatever, I take it as it was meant to pop up. I was meant to see this. So let me read it. Let me not ignore it, you know? And so, you know, little messages you put, I might not always interact, but I'm always learning. So I get my inspiration, like you said, from books I read, like right now, currently, like I'm reading that book by Rhonda Byrne, The Magic. So
that's all about gratitude, isn't it? Actually,
yeah, about gratitude, and that's where I got that. That's where I got that expressing gratitude for good news that I'm receiving today, and things like making a list of things I'm grateful for even my wife, you know, because you know how relationships are. They go through, you know, patches too, because you're with that person all the time and you both have different minds. So you have to think of ways to continue to renew that, you know, that love, and that, I'm not saying that you stop loving each other, but you know what I mean, to renew.
Yeah, you're in a long-term relationship. You've got to keep
to renew and to add some freshness and to figure out ways to, you know, to continue to put that spark in that relationship. So our latest thing is that we learned from this book is to write down a list of what we appreciate about that person, because you can always find things to complain about that person. Oh, I don't like them snoring, or I don't like the way they complain about this. You know, you can always do that, but there, over the years, there are things that you appreciate about the person. So if you're busy focusing on that appreciation and gratitude, then it's kind of hard to focus on, you know,
the little
something
things.
contrary to that at the same time. So if you're doing that on the daily basis, making a list, whether even if you don't do it physically, but I think there's some magic, like Rhonda Byrne said, about actually writing it
Yeah.
or typing it or
There's
whatever.
power in the pen, you see.
Yeah, there's power in the pen.
It's actually
you
even
know.
more powerful, Loot, if you write it in red pen.
See, I didn't know that. I just
Yeah.
now you just told me something else. So
Yeah.
you see, this is how I learn. You say, how do I get inspired every day? Like this.
Yeah, and
And
I'm not sure if Rhonda Byrne learned that from Abraham Hicks or Abraham Hicks learned it from Rhonda Byrne, because they talk
right.
about, if somebody's really pissing you off or irritating you, no matter who it is, your wife, your brother, your sister, your friend, your child, your grandparent, your colleague, that you don't focus on the negative aspects of them, that you start to look at the positive aspects of them. Because if you start to look at the negative aspects and you start to expand those, which is what happens when we focus on anything, then more of those negative aspects are going to come to the surface in their personality when they're with you. Whereas if we focus on those positive aspects, more of those aspects of that personality will vibrate towards you. So it's the same thing.
Said.
Yeah.
You know what? I couldn't have said it like that. I would have tried to think of a more complex way to say it, but that you put it beautifully. We attract what from a person, what we put into them and what we think. What we are focused on, that's what we get.
Yeah.
So, and I just and that reminds me, and I know this is not coincidental. It's the universe orchestrating, but I was just listening to some segment and I wish I could think of who it was by, but it said, when there's a saying, do unto others as you would have them do unto you, or whatever you do to other people, that's what you get. And that right there, people don't realize that it also includes thinking. So if you're thinking a certain way about a person, you're actually doing unto them.
Exactly.
So that's what you're going to get back.
Yeah.
So if I'm thinking, an example, I'm thinking negatively about Allie O'Shea, I'm actually doing a disservice to you by thinking negatively.
Yeah, because I'm receiving your thoughts. Basically.
You're receiving. And so that's doing unto you.
Yeah.
And see, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I put up a post about that about 5 years ago. I can't remember exactly what it said. It said,
right,
whatever you are thinking about another person, it wasn't experiencing, I can't remember exactly how I worded it, but it's quite incredible. And the other part of it, Lou, is that, as Abraham also says, expectation is a powerful thing. So when you're focused on the positive aspects of somebody and you're writing them down and you're thinking about those more often, more frequently than you are the negative aspects of somebody, well, then you're going to be expecting more of the positive aspects to come out. And expectation is basically the momentum, which is like law of attraction, which is what you're going to get. Beautiful. So again, like it all just ties together so intricately, doesn't it?
Wow. And and that's where the I would say the work lies, just trying to get in tune with all these intricate little things and learning, just like, as long as I've, been working on myself and reading these books and meeting with amazing people like yourself and just getting in tune with my higher self. I didn't, I just learned something new yesterday. I just learned something new today. And that just lets you know, it's just.
I love that about you, Luce. I love that. You're like a child in a candy shop, because you really do. You really absorb information so well. You're such a good student, but you're also a great teacher, with your own work and what you do. So, So Suze is here. Hi, Suze and Sarah. Art
Hello.
says hi, Allie. Hi, Loot.
Greetings to everybody.
Dorota
Love
said
and appreciation. Thank you.
Thank you
watching.
for being so persuasive, resourceful, inspiring. My dear family, have just shared it. I know how much it will help everyone. And Yamoya is here as well. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, Loot.
No problem. No.
Sometimes
welcome everyone here, and We cut each other off because, like I said, we're like brother and sister, so we're allowed to do that.
I'll go shout at you later.
Yeah, because you've yelled at me a couple of times. I'm telling everybody. Oh, did I say that? Allie is get frustrated with me a couple of times and talk to me like a sister, and and I think it's hilarious though. And I have to ask Paul, hey Paul, what is she doing? And he just
Luke shouts at me too sometimes. He writes to me in capital letters.
see, that's how you know that we're comfortable. And like I said again, Allie, I appreciate your friendship and the connection that we've had for years, and I appreciate your husband too. I appreciate Paul as well, and Paul being just a laid back guy, and he's there when you need him, and I like the way he supports you, and he's your technical person, and just he allows you to he allows you to do your thing. He allows you to shine and do your thing, without stressing about anything. And I think that's a very good, comfortable relationship, if I might add.
Same for you and Karina, amazing. I'm sure.
Yeah. She does the same thing. She gives me a lot of support, and at the same time, lets me do my thing, reminds me of things I have coming up. And, even this morning, hey, you got to get up. You got your show with Allie. So.
And Luke said, oh no, I want to leave.
Oh no, Allie O'Shea, are you sure? Let me go have a couple of drinks before this happens. No, I'm just joking. No, I shouldn't even say that. But no, I was excited, actually. I've been excited. Even when I went to sleep, I had excitement because I was going to talk to you today. And I know amazing things and amazing energy always transpires from it. So yeah, actually, I'm always excited to talk to you.
Thank you. Likewise. So the next time when I come to LA next year, we'll have to do one from the hot tub.
Right.
So you better stay getting in shape, and I'll have to stay getting in shape.
Right.
Yes, you know what we were talking about before we started this?
Right. Let's do it.
Hi, Caroline.
You're the orchestrator, so let me know and give me some, enough, ahead of time.
I'm warning you now. I'm coming.
Okay, what date? So I can put it in my calendar.
Well, sometime in the summer.
Okay, see, that's not going to work. Sometime in the summer. You got to tell me when, so I can put it in that calendar and say, this is when I'm going to. As soon as you find out, let me know.
I will. Of course I will.
The exact date, and I'm going to put it. I'm going to make it happen. That's all.
Come here. I wanted to say to you, I never knew that you used to live in Ohio.
Yes. Well, that was some years back, but
yeah,
that's still my hometown, and it's Lima. There is a Lima though, but not Ohio. Lima, I think that's in Peru, but I think they're spelled the same. So
I call it Lima.
How can you know when words are spelled the same and to pronounce it like this time, pronounce it like that time?
I know, unless you've heard.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Language is just it's exciting. It keeps you on your toes. So yeah, it's Lima, Ohio, and it's a small town in Ohio. And I haven't been there since, well, if I say the last time I've been there, then I'm really showing my age, then you guys can say, wow, Loot is really old. But yeah, I haven't been there since the 80s. So
yeah.
Well, that was the last time I was there.
Did you have a happy childhood living in Ohio?
I would be honest. Yes, at times.
Yeah.
I think it was a contrast. There were some happy moments, of course, and there were some sad moments as well. But
yeah,
overall, yeah, when I really think back to Ohio, yes, most of my family's there, so yeah, it brings back warm feelings, and I just remember going to school with some of my cousins and hanging out with them. And
yeah. Do you have many brothers and sisters? Here. I don't think I've ever asked you that. We've known each other so long. I don't think I've ever asked you.
What was that?
Have you got many brothers and sisters?
I have one brother.
Only one brother?
Yes, and he's actually living in Mexico right now. He says he's going to stay over there until this COVID thing subsides. So Mexico. He's over there in some condo you know, living like some, you know, world traveler. He's found a nice place to rent over there and working remotely from home on his computer with his job.
Yeah.
And amazing, you
Is he
know.
creative like you?
Uh, I would say no. No, he's not the artist. He's more of the engineer.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
he's got a really good intellectual mind that's really structured. Like, say, like I was to inherit some money, he would be the one to talk to, and he would tell you what to do
Yeah.
with it, where to
Yeah.
invest it, what to do, what I should do, what to pay. Also, he'll ask me, hey, do you have any bills right now? Yes. How much percent are you paying? Well, you can do this, you know, that type of thinker.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So we're different than each other, but at the same time, we appreciate each other's differences. And, you know,
Yeah. Bounce off one
he
another
has his
kind of thing.
strong points and I have mine. I'm more of the the artist, the like you said, a bit of crazy too, the Einstein. So I just think of everything. I have so many things going on, and you know, I have to consciously slow myself down and grasp onto each thing, you know, because I got so much that I'm receiving all the
Yeah.
time, at all times,
Yeah.
you know, so
I can
many
imagine.
ideas, so many things, you know.
Yeah.
So it's not as structured as he is, but
So
you know,
how
he's
then, Luke?
always,
I think you think like me, and
yeah,
quite often I'll have so many great ideas, and I'll think, oh, I don't have time for that now. So it kind of
right.
gets put on the long finger. Does that happen to you as well?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I got so many things just that just come in. I consider myself a thinker, and I'm always thinking. There's always ideas for something new to create this and that just coming in. And sometimes I wish they would just trickle in one at a time, but then I don't want to stop that flow. So I'm
Yeah,
glad they do. It depends on what I do with it. So
exactly.
the universe is just giving it to me. So I got to do something with it. Like I have an idea right now, you know, for a book. You know, a couple of books right now. I have ideas. I had the idea for the show, you know, the enlightenment. So I jumped on that. So some things I actually do jump on, but other things I'm like, wow, I'm not ready for that right now.
Yeah,
But
you will
actually,
be.
when are you ready? If you ready now, if you know, you just got to do it. So
Yeah.
but
Some,
still sometimes it just feels a bit overwhelming, but at the
yeah,
same time, you know, I am thankful for who I am. I'm thankful for all these ideas, because some people don't know how to tune into ideas, or they just feel like they don't get any, but I'm constantly getting new ideas. You know, the thing is that it gets hard is when I'm sleeping and then I get these ideas in the middle of the night. I'm like, ugh, I need to sleep right now. But then I got to wake up and write down this idea,
yeah.
you know?
And then you're
So
wide awake because you switch the blooming lights on, or you've got the lights
then,
on your
yeah, I'm
phone.
wide awake because I got this mind just continuing to just go like a hamster on a wheel. So,
Yeah.
you know, I have to turn that off sometimes and say, ideas, pause for right now.
And do you meditate, Luke?
Yes.
You do.
So that does stop all that. I
Yeah.
meditate a lot.
Good.
And my reading time where I'm relaxing and listening to like some classical music, you know, Beethoven and Sebastian Bach and Vivaldi. When I'm listening to that puts me in like a meditative state too, where I
Mhm.
can really sink into that book and be part of it and just really just relax and think of nothing but, because you know, and I'm pretty sure you've maybe been in this state where you're actually reading but you're thinking of something else.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mhm.
So I, you know, try to, well, not try, but I can stop that now. I
Okay.
haven't always been able to do that, but now I can stop that and really just focus on
Focus.
the task at hand instead of physically reading or mentally reading something, but at the same time thinking of, oh, I got to do this, or this happened today, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
guess it's the same as when you're meditating, you know, when you're trying to meditate, you're trying to quiet your mind. When you're trying to read, you're
right,
trying to quiet your mind so you can take in what you're reading. So it's
right.
very similar.
But when you have so many thoughts, so many things, you know, that you want to think of, or so many pressing, what you feel, perceive as pressing
Yeah.
situations, circumstances, and issues, then sometimes that can be, you know, can be quite challenging to turn that chatter off while you focus on the task at hand, while you meditate. And that's what that meditation is for, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
to silence everything and to
Practice.
bring you in that, reboot you, and to bring you in that that
Balance.
neutral or
Yeah.
blissful state.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It takes a lot of practice. I just want to, Shirley has said, may I ask when both your birthdays are? Luke, when's your birthday?
my birthday is in September. It's the 16th.
16th. I don't know if you wanted the years, Shirley. I'm in December. I'm the 8th of December.
I'm not giving her the year. No, I don't mind giving the year. If she asks for the year, I'll give her the year.
I don't care. I'm
Because I have
47. Work
I
it
have a
out.
big birthday coming up this September.
Is it the big 4-0 or the big 5-0? I know I should know.
See, if you have to ask that, then that makes me feel good. But I'll share it right here on the thing. 5-0 this year. Yep. So I'm gonna do something real. You know, we're gonna travel somewhere nice.
Nice.
I love going to this island of Antigua. I'm very fond of that island. We've been there a couple of times, and I made a very close friend there that I consider like a brother to me. His name is Valentine, and I just want to go there and spend it. So
Lovely. Bring
you
me
know, we're gonna
with
go there.
you. I want to come. Is it a party?
Let's go. Look it up when you get out here. Look up Antigua in the West Indies.
I know about
It's
Antigua.
beautiful. Aqua blue water around. It's just the people are so friendly and nice there. It's just the whole, you can tell because we feed off energy, Allie.
Yeah.
So when you go there, you would feel the energy there that, wow, I'm safe here. And everybody is just so catering. It doesn't matter where you're from. I'm telling you, you go there, you're going to be treated like, you know, just royalty. And it's just everywhere. And I've gotten that same vibe from just, because, you know, I talk to people. So I've been to places where I've talked to people from different countries. We met a couple from London, England there. And they are just saying, oh, we come here all the time. And yeah, they were a British couple and they come here all the time. And we met some people from Australia there and they come here all the time. So that tells you it's a beautiful island, beautiful people.
Yes. I mean, it's in one of those songs, isn't it? Ooh, I want to take you to Aruba, Bahama.
Yeah. Antigua. Yeah. I have a song called Limitless. And I have actual footage of me being there in Antigua. And
oh, wow.
It's just a nice place. The crime there rate is very, very, very minute, very low. They hardly have any crime there. So
lovely.
It's nice.
So you'll go there for like a weekend, or will you go for a week to celebrate your birthday?
I'll go for a week. I'm going to go for a week. Yeah.
Lovely.
I wish I could stay maybe 2 weeks, but a week is fine because I get to the point, even when I'm traveling, that after a certain amount of days, I want to go back home and be in my own bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. My own shower, my own, have all, you know, access to all my things, you know.
Yes. Yeah. I guess.
I mean, it's nice to travel and, you know, room service and, you know, try different foods and, you know, but it gets to a point where you're living out of your suitcase in the closet, you know, whatever, the few things you brought. Okay, enough of this. It's time to go back home.
See, I love to go for at least 2 weeks. And especially, you know,
that's nice.
If I'm traveling somewhere like the States, I want to stay for at least 2 weeks because I'm going to be jet lagged.
Yeah.
You know, so hi Linda Castle, hi Brenda Cooper and Maureen, how you all doing?
So around that time, my birthday, I'll be on vacation from working for 2 weeks, but I'm going to spend a week there and then another week back at home where I can just do things here locally and just relax
I
here.
was going to say, now, is Karina going to give you a list of things to do?
I don't think so, because it's such a milestone birthday for me. I don't think she will.
No, I
She
think
might
you
give
should
me a
have
list
a
of
week.
things to do leading up to it, but
Yeah.
not the actual birthday.
I think you should have a week planned out at home of all the things you're going to do together, and even on your own,
Yeah.
go pamper yourself as well.
Oh, yes. You know what? You just got me thinking, go to a day spa, go
Yeah.
get a massage, go get, pedicure, manicure, things like that. So
Lovely, 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 lovely. I love
when
that. A
is it?
man who takes care of himself, Luce.
Right. Got to. I mean, this is the only vehicle we have, so take care of it. And it's okay to pamper it. I
Exactly.
mean, see, I'm only going to get into these details a little bit because it's you that I'm talking to in your audience. But, I do things like plucking hairs from my ears every day. I wash my face with
Yep.
special soap, special facial wash with scrub every day.
Good for
And
you.
yeah, I put a mask on, let it sit there.
I love that, Luce.
Eat the cucumbers on the eyes to help the swelling. We were talking about swelling.
Yeah, we were.
In the bags, cucumbers, and trying to trying to take care, like you say, take care of yourself, pamper yourself. It's your body, it's your face.
Makes you
I
feel
use a
good.
lot of moisturizers, on my skin, and even, and I know we're off topic, but you inspired me to say this, but even when I shower, if I'm going nowhere, I'll still spray some body spray or some cologne or
Me
fragrance to
too.
smell good, just to feel good. It feels good.
Yeah.
You walking around the house, you're smelling good, and you
Yeah.
feel fresh. And even if I'm going nowhere.
I do exactly the same.
Yeah.
And I wear
And
aftershave. I don't wear
and
perfume.
sometimes my wife will say, "Why are you spraying that good, expensive cologne on and you're going nowhere?" Hey,
She
buy
can
another
smell
one.
you.
I'm fortunate enough I can go buy another one. It's no waste. If it makes me feel good, and
Yeah.
I ask her, "Do I smell good to you?" Yes. Okay. Then it's not a waste.
Exactly.
It's not a waste.
Exactly. Like when I'm sitting here by myself and I'm doing lives, I usually burn incense for me,
Right.
not for
Yes.
somebody else. It's for
Oh, I
me.
love that. I love the smell. I do the same thing too. When I'm
Yeah.
reading, I burn incense or candles.
Yeah. So, it's the same kind of thing, but it's to make you feel good, and it's important for you to feel good. So, because if you don't feel good, it's very difficult for you to make other people you encounter in your day feel good.
Right.
Right? Because if we're
Right.
not feeling good ourselves from the inside out and the outside in,
Right.
it's
And
just,
it's just important, our senses, just like, listening to certain things when I'm reading, that's important.
yeah,
What you see is important. Smell, that's an important sense. What you smell can change the way you feel. If you go somewhere, if you notice you go somewhere and it smells rotten, that doesn't make you feel relaxed.
exactly.
Like, what is that? It smells like garbage. That doesn't make you feel relaxed. But if you go somewhere and it smells really good, if you notice people smile when it smells good, it smells good in here. See,
Yeah.
they put you in a whole different vibe.
Yeah. It's like an
That's why
ambient.
when you
Yeah.
get flowers or roses and you smell them, you smile when you smell that.
Yeah.
So
And
yeah, I resonate with you very, very much. I resonate with you when you say about the light and the incense and the smelly
yeah.
candles. They just make you, when I'm laying there reading or meditating and I have that incense lit, wow, it makes such a difference. Or the essential oils I have a diffuser, and
What's your
it
favorite
just
oil?
it's the stress one, I think.
Is it like doTERRA or something like that, the brand,
It
or
might be. I don't know. See, I'm just getting
beginning?
into that,
Yeah. Yeah.
So before I knew I wasn't into it because I would buy just like some generic ones from from the store, and they just have like lavender and lemongrass and tea tree and things like that. So I didn't know that those weren't the real ones, but they still smell good to me, you know. But then I'm really getting into the real oils that actually help you feel calm or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure about the names, the actual names, but what's your favorite oil, Allie?
I'm not really into essential oils, but like that, I would have burned things like frankincense and lemongrass. I have to say lemongrass is one of my favorite.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
Love lemongrass. And I like frankincense. I really dislike lavender.
You do? I love lavender. I have to say I do. What is it about lavender that you don't like?
I don't know. I don't know if it reminds me of my grandma or something. No,
I like it.
Well, and the funny thing is, growing up, we used to have this, we had this huge house that my uncle built, like he built it. And it was on, I don't know how much land, but we had this like rockery around the side of the house that my parents made. And in that rockery, there was all these lavender plants. And as children with our friends, we used to go, and my father owned a fabric shop. So we always had fabric in my house. And we used to make up these little lavender bags and play in the shed in the back garden, and they'd be hanging everywhere. So I don't know why I don't like it. Like it's very weird. I really don't know.
Oh, well, I mean, everybody has their, what they like better or what they don't,
Yeah,
so.
I'm funny what smells. I don't like perfume. I cannot stand it. So I actually wear aftershave.
Men's aftershave?
Yeah, it's great. We buy each other aftershave for Christmas and birthdays.
You know what? I at first I thought maybe that wouldn't work, but I know on your skin, because things smell different on different skin. So maybe I'm sure it smells different on your skin, a woman's skin, than it will a man.
I just love aftershave. Love it.
You do? Do you actually shave first and then splash it on?
No, I like the spray ones. The spray ones. They have to be the spray ones.
No, I'm just joking. No.
I don't have a beard, Loot.
No, I know you have I can see you have such a smooth complexion.
All right, listen. Caroline Byrne de Souza says she's been in Portugal for 6 weeks and is still there. She came for 2 weeks and is there for 6 weeks. She's bought a place over there, the lucky thing. Hope you're having a
Portugal?
great time. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, Caroline's actually from down the road from me.
Really?
Yeah, she's Irish.
And she's in Portugal now.
Yeah, she bought a place over there.
I wonder how the restrictions are there. Is it more lenient?
I don't know. Maybe if she's still on, she can let us know.
Okay.
Sunita's here from the UK. Dorota says she smells my incense. Okay.
I do too.
It's Nag Champa, my favorite.
Wow. It's not, you sure it's not lavender?
No.
What is it again?
Nag Champa. Hold on.
Oh, okay. That sounds good.
I was going to show you, but Paul has rearranged my press this morning because I cleaned my table today.
Oh, there you go.
Shirley says incense and meditation are happy companions, and she loves jasmine.
Right. Oh yeah, I like jasmine too. Yeah, but yeah, she's right. She couldn't have said that. She couldn't have put that any better. Yes, the aroma, the nice ambiance of smell and meditation goes together.
Yeah. You know, Luce, one of my questions for you was, what other musicians do you resonate towards? And you've already mentioned classical music, which I wouldn't have envisaged you listening to be honest.
Right. I love classical music, and it is, I think it's because I've gotten, I mean, not because, but it kind of connects to the fact that I've gotten into I read a lot of philosophers from the 1800s and 1900s. So that just makes me feel connected to that more. Wow. When I listen to that music that was composed in the early 1900s, and I'm talking about there's my favorite philosopher is I can't
Ralph,
even think right.
Ralph,
Huh?
Ralph
Yeah.
Emerson
Oh yeah.
Waldo.
Ralph Waldo Emerson, and then there's another one. His name is Ralph Waldo Trine, Trine. People look him up. I didn't know about him, but yeah, apparently that name Ralph was popular around that time.
I
So
was gonna say that's
there's a
mad that they
few
have the
Ralphs. Yeah.
same name.
Yes. Florence Scovel Shin.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Yeah, there's a few of them that, you know,
Yeah.
that I
The Game of Life and How to Play It was her
how to
book.
play it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, there's a few.
That was a great title for a book. Caroline has answered. She said,
Yeah.
shops and restaurants are open. So lovely to be able to get out, to eat out. You know me, Allie O'Shea, this is my happy place. Well, I don't blame you. It would be mine as well. I mean, I love Spain. I've been to Portugal a few times and I love those countries. So have a blast, Caroline. She said it's 29 degrees. That's Celsius, Luke, to you. So it's just beautiful on
Oh, it's cold over there.
That's not cold. Wow. Not when you live in Ireland.
Oh, wow. Yeah, because over here, it's probably about 70 degrees here.
That's Fahrenheit, right, though. That's Fahrenheit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yes. The 29 degrees Celsius, what she's talking about, it's different. I don't know.
Okay, the Celsius. So yeah. That's not very, is that fairly mild or warm?
No, that's fairly hot.
That's fairly hot.
Yeah.
Okay, see. Yeah,
okay, we use so when I was in Vegas, it was up 100 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 40 degrees Celsius.
Okay. Yes, I have to.
Does that kind of put it in a little bit more perspective?
Yeah, I have to be able to translate that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not sure.
That's pretty hot. That's pretty hot. So when you're not working, I mean, I know you have a full-time job as well.
Right.
When you're not working and not working on your side job, well, I don't even want to call it your side job. You're creating music and doing your channel and all that stuff. Right. What do you like to do in your spare time? Well, we've talked about reading. We've talked about listening to music. Yeah. So aside from that,
I like, you know, I can name a few things that I like to do to let you in on my life, myself. But I like watching sports, you know, different sports, baseball, football. What sport do you watch in Ireland, or do you guys watch sports?
I don't, but Paul loves to watch the Grand Prix.
Okay. The racing.
Rugby, yeah, and rugby is a huge thing for Irish people, and football.
Yeah. Yeah, rugby, yeah, and soccer. Well, we call it soccer, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I watch basketball here and baseball and football, different football than yours, but
yeah.
And I love culinary. So I love
What's
cooking.
That?
I love
culinary. Sorry.
Culinary. So I love watching cooking shows and trying different things, recipes. I love recipe books and also trying out different restaurants, looking them up, especially now you can look them up and look at the reviews and the pictures, you know, yeah. Google. And so that's what I like doing, you know.
And do you
other than that, excuse me?
Do you cook?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I love cooking.
Good.
Love cooking. Love trying out different, I get excited seeing different seasonings, you know, if I go somewhere that I haven't seen before or that look interesting. So yes, yeah. I love cooking. I love the challenge of trying to, of cooking, you know, healthy at times. You know, I mix it up.
Good, yeah.
But yeah, I love trying different flavors, different elements and, you know, different things that I haven't heard of, just trying it and, you know, but yeah.
Excellent.
There's oftentimes I'll travel to a place based on restaurants that I've heard that are there, or, you know,
yeah,
like I said, the culinary experience that's there. Like, let's go here and try out this food. So yeah, I love that. I love
flavors. Food. I love food.
Yes, I really enjoy food, and I even when I eat, I'm saying I'm thankful and gratitude, expressing it just because it's such a pleasure to eat something that's flavorful, and it that brings you joy too. Me, you know.
Exactly.
It's just and it smells good, or I'm
Just
excited
like
if I
us,
go to.
Luke. We smell
Yeah,
good too.
yeah, yep. You smell like lavender. No, you smell like aftershave. I still am trying to grasp that
Oh,
you
you have
put
to wait and
on
smell me when I come
aftershave.
visit.
I have never heard of any woman saying that they use aftershave. So
Yeah,
I know, again, you just solidified the fact that you are such a unique person.
I'm very unique.
Wow.
Yeah.
Even
Uh,
though before this segment, you know, she already knew what I was going to say because I said, Allie, you remind me of this Disney character, and your face had already told me that you know exactly what I was going to say. Brave.
yeah.
Now, do you like archery?
No, but you know what? The place that myself and Paul met at first, it's going to be 30 years ago this summer that we've been
Wow.
together. But his
Wow.
friend that we were at this party, he had like, they own this massive house with these massive gardens, and they had like this archery, whatever it is. What's it
Yeah.
called? And
Yes.
they
Yeah.
had this.
Yeah. I don't know. Archery. Yeah.
So
Target.
we partied and we partied and we partied the night before. And then when we were hungover the next day, we went out into the back garden, and oh my God, ashamedly, Paul remembers me wearing these awful shorts the next day and going and playing archery in the back garden.
Wow. Good thing you didn't hurt yourself.
Are you assimilating that I'm clumsy?
No, I'm just saying, when you're hungover, your balance is not quite there.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
know,
come on, we were like, I was 18 years old, it was a
yes.
little bit different back then.
Right. Right. Well, you had a good time, and
We did.
that created a fond memory within yourself.
Absolutely.
So,
Pam is here. She says, hi, Allie and Loot.
hello, greetings to you.
Sorry, I missed most of this. We'll watch replay. Hi, Pam. Shirley says, have to leave. We'll catch the rest in replay. Love and hugs to both of you. Blessings your way. Thank you so much, Shirley.
Thank you, Shirley.
My friend from when I was 3 years old, Linda Castle, has never been on
Wow.
any of my lives in her life, I don't think. And she said, I'm definitely unique.
Yes, we already know that. I figured that out maybe after the first or second encounter with you, that she's different,
Yeah, I
but in a
am.
good way,
I am.
not in a bad way.
Well, you know what? I didn't really end up asking you most of my questions because you know what? The thing with you, Lute, is because we know each other so well and we're like brother and sister, like you said, I was kind of thinking, what the heck am I going to ask Lute? I mean, I know him so well. And,
Yeah. No,
you know,
this is perfect. This conversation, it
yeah.
had all the elements, things that will enlighten people, and just I think people will enjoy this
Yeah, well,
conversation
that's
that we've
that's
had.
what the show was more supposed to be about, like a conversation about stuff, and so people can find out more about you and the
Right.
person behind who creates the music and who has
Right.
the channel. But I also, before we finish up, Luke, because it has been a really amazing session with yourself, so thank you so much for coming on today.
Thank you. Feeling is mutual.
Thank you. I want to ask you about your podcast. How's that going? What's it called? And where can people find it?
Oh yeah. So, I just started a podcast maybe a little bit over a month, maybe 2 months ago, somewhere a little bit over a month ago to be safe. And it's entitled Enlightened, Empowered, Evolved.
Yeah.
And you can see it on my YouTube channel.
Okay.
Loot Byron Smith, or you can just type in Enlightened, Empowered, Evolved. And I have probably a good 15 segments up there so far. And Allie is one of them, one of the amazing segments up there. I mean, the show that I did with her was just amazing, like as always. So I would encourage and invite people to come check it out. Come check out the show. I mean, you can even play it and while you're doing something else and just listen to it. But I have so many different amazing guests on there that that have one common goal. I mean, different journeys, different aspects, but one common goal of of just expanding and helping themselves and helping other people and enhancing people's lives. Just,
Yeah.
it's amazing. And I have some beautiful conversations and dialogues with people. So check it out. Enlightened, Empowered, Evolved on
I was
YouTube.
going to ask who your favorite guest was, and you weren't allowed to say me.
You know what?
Just...
I'm not going to say that because I think everybody, but you're my favorite person in the world, period. You're definitely in the top 5, top 3 of my favorite people. So I can say that. So if that's what you're fishing for, you got it. So, I mean, you're somebody that I know that I will be fortunate enough, and I feel like it, you know, with your you know, agreement that I'll be talking to you for years to come. So,
yeah.
You know, so that way, you know what will be fun is that 20 years from now, when we're recording videos or talking to each other, we're going to go back and look at that video and say, wow, look how we looked then and look at us now. What happened?
Will you have a walking stick?
Yes, but you know what? It'll be beautiful because I embrace that because, you know, there's people that aren't fortunate enough to live this long, even as long as we've lived right now. Not saying that we're old people, but no matter what, I think we're going to have this this youthful spirit and soul about us. You know, we don't take life too serious. I mean, ourselves too serious. So we have a youthful quality about ourselves. You know what I mean?
I think it's the spiritual aspect that does that.
Yeah.
You know?
So I think that right there is going to resonate and carry on. Even when we're 90 years old, we're still going to be joking around and saying things and, you know, just something that a much younger person would say, just you know.
Exactly. Joelle says come to Ireland. Well, you know, Joelle, you missed it. I know you're late. And she said, sorry, she's late, but he's going to Antigua. Yeah. Why would he come to Ireland?
No, I do want to go to Ireland. And you know what? I think as long as I set that intention in my mind that I will get there. And I do want to go to Ireland. I was even telling my wife, I think we should go to Ireland and invade Allie's house. Yeah. And look, you know, we'll eat up everything in her refrigerator and everything, you know, so we'll go there. So yeah, I do want to go to Ireland. You know, you know what? When I look at Ireland in the pictures, it's beautiful there. So what are you talking about? Why would I want to go to Ireland? It's beautiful over there. And then I had a friend that went to Ireland a few years ago, and he said it was one of the most beautiful experiences that he's ever had. So he actually had something good to say, which implanted another positive thing in my mind about Ireland. So you're there and you're used to it, but you know, especially someone like me that looks my color and looks like me, I'm sure I'll have a unique experience over there. So I do want to go. I really do.
You'll have a unique experience because you'll be with unique Allie O'Shea.
Yeah, but no, I like the Irish culture anyway. You know, one of my favorite people is that UFC fighter, that Conor McGregor. He's just such an exciting person to watch and listen to. I love the Irish accent.
Don't forget Katie Taylor is Irish as well.
Yeah, so I like that. And then, you know, the beer drinkers, and I just like that kind of, you know, it seems interesting and exciting to me, you know, that Irish, they like to celebrate life. Wow. Irish music, all that. And so
there are lovely parts to Ireland.
And like you know, it's not a coincidence that you probably don't know out there in Ireland, but the mascot for my favorite basketball team is an Irish mascot, which is the Boston Celtics. Oh. And that's an Irish man on there smoking a corn pipe. Okay. So if you look up the Boston and look at their logo, it's a 4-leaf clover. Yeah. With an Irish man on there.
Is he a leprechaun?
Yes, I think so. I'm not sure if he's a leprechaun, but he's an Irish person. I wish I had that my hat right here. I would show it to you. But yeah. Awesome. You know what? While we're here on the phone, I mean on the computer, I'm gonna look it up real quick
Okay.
and then show it to you. And I wear this hat all the time, so I know that it's meant for me to go there.
Pam said she loved Ireland. She was in Ireland before she knew me. Of course, she came to Vegas to meet me, like Luke did not.
Right.
Joelle is talking
So
about
here's the logo to Boston Celtics. Can you see it?
Oh yeah.
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 See? And
Yeah.
that's what's on my hat that I wear around a lot. So yeah. So that right there is telling me, and I've liked the Boston Celtics for a long time. That is another tap on my shoulder from the universe that I need to go to Ireland.
There you go.
Yep,
There you go.
So
well, listen, Lute, it has been absolutely the most enlightening hour. Enlightened, empowered, evolved is his station or his channel, of course.
Thank you.
Did you like the way I slipped that in, Lute?
Yes, very clever.
Thank you so much for being here. It's been an absolute pleasure and an honor as always to have you. You inspire me. You make me feel so comfortable. I love the warmth that you spread and the kindness that you spread around the universe. So thank you so much for being here this week with me, Lute.
You're welcome, Allie, and you know the feeling is mutual. I love talking to you on and off camera, and you know it's amazing. I just get so excited that I'm able to talk to you, and you're way in Ireland and I'm way here in the US, and we just are talking to each other like we're right next door, and it's just it's beautiful. It's amazing experience, and I appreciate you very much that we, like I said, that we've stayed connected over these years and we call on each other, and it's just amazing. I'm very thankful for your presence in my experience.
Thank you so much. Well, we'd like to say thank you so much, everybody, for joining us this week. And we will see you next week when I'll have Tony Doyle, one of our friends.
Tony Doyle.
I
got it. You know, I have a segment with him too, and I'm finally getting around to his, so I should be uploading his to the Enlightened, Empowered, Evolved segment up here soon.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Great. Wonderful stuff.
Love Tony Doyle.
Yeah, me too, of course.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, everybody, for joining. I will see you next time. Thank you so much, everybody.
Love and appreciation to everybody.